Brothers, sisters, there is a lot of talk nowadays and throughout recorded history about what it is to be a man. So what is a man? What is a true provider and protector of his family? Surely it is one who secures the long-term future of his descendants, yes? Acting in a way that leaves behind as much as he can for those who will come after, so his life was not just lived for himself, but for the greater longevity of our one human race. So why is it we find a culture of false masculinity, claiming we are teaching our children how to be tough and self-reliant, while we ourselves neglect their ability to live by destroying the world where they must survive? We've all heard many men boast about living the life of a true man, where one eats like a carnivore, drives big trucks, and upholds the traditions our fathers taught us. But these sorts of dogma are what is harming the very thing they're supposed to protect, the lives of our children. If you suppose protecting the earth is a fanciful idea concocted by liberals, which endangers the ability of our children to learn how to live as strong men, then you are mistaken. The world is huge, and there's no way we can affect God's grand kingdom. Is simply incorrect. Christians, are we not supposed to be the shepherds and not the butchers of this garden? Are we not supposed to nourish the land and herd our flocks with care that our human race may continue far into the future? Neglecting this duty, whatever religion you are, or lack thereof, is the battle cry of the lazy. That will cause our environment to go to war with man, to shake off that which is harming it, through the eventual desolation of all life on this planet. Should our environmentally damaging practices continue, carbon emissions are a problem, causing climate change and the rising of our oceans at an unprecedented rate. Force breeding animals for slaughter to create mass amounts of meat, which takes far more water per pound to produce than a pound of vegetables. And water is something of which we will have a shortage, and increases carbon emissions further, affecting our environment even more. If we decided to eat the crops produced to feed force-bred animals, then world hunger would be solved, as this would increase the food available by 40%. Not even to mention the chemicals we consume in hormones, and even the very chemical fear the brains of slaughterhouse animals produce when we eat them. We must absolutely scale down our consumption of animals, force-bred, and become more reliant on renewable energy, increasing the electric vehicle technology as well to make it more available. The lives of our children's children depend upon it. It is time to be men, my friends, and abandon some of the worst traditions passed down from the last couple hundred years, that the future of men may be preserved. Because what is more manly? Eating steak every day and driving a big truck, or making sure your child won't live in a depleted world when you are gone, filled with suffering because we were too wasteful? Think on this. Be a man.